High Concept Lab's 15th anniversary logo, in white text on black, emerges and zooms in from the center. Note: this video includes flashing imagery that may affect photosensitive viewers. Speaking is Nora Sharp, former artist-in-residence, High Concept Labs. Nora is a 30-something white queer with short, partially bleached hair. Nora is seated in the HCL studio with white walls to the left and black curtains drawn to the right.
My name is Nora Sharp. I was a resident at High Concept Labs in 2015 as part of a trio collaboration that was called Vaudeo Motion. It was me, Ben Bakersmith, and Evan Kuehl.
Against a black screen, blue mitochondrial-looking objects morph and fritz. Their shapes, membranes, and interior ridges like zebra print give way to silhouette the outline of a moving body. The rendering jumps 3 times, to a body with red and purple energy waves flashing and reverberating to the edges of the screen, to a body completely distorted like a withered tree against an unsettling yellow background, and to a body trailing staticky moonlight behind them against a nighttime lavender haze.
They were really interested in looking at the way that audio and video outputs get really interesting really quickly if you plug them into themselves. The work was sort of abstract, big visuals, sensory information, big sounds, big colors, big body, mood and vibe, and opening up a sensory or psychological space that the audience could experience.
In this 2015 archival photo, the darkened HCL studio is majestically lit by lights shining up its white columns. A large video projection on the wall shows the HCL logo in bright blue, pink, and yellow, and large text that reads, "Welcome Fall 2015 Sponsored Artists." Additional images show a performance that transforms the concrete performance space into a digitally immersive environment. Performers wear high-tech goggle headsets and move in front of 3 projection screens that display digital distortions of the live performers, seemingly increase the number of performers in the space, and change the setting of the performance.
We were interested and thought we might be a good fit because we were aware of HCL as being a space for experimental and exploratory work. The physicality of this space and the amount of time that we would have to explore was a big part of it. Like the fact that HCL was like, yeah, we're into this and we're into people trying new things. And yeah, the element of technology and tools being in the mix, the fact that we were in a space surrounded by like other artists themselves, like working in sort of large formats.
Archival images show Nora's creative process, along with a diagram of the projection fields and tech elements in the performance space.
This was a leveling up for me in terms of being a lead artist of a small group, determining the ongoing trajectory of an idea or a practice.
Solo movement footage of Nora. Nora dances in front of a black velvety curtain lit in a purple glow in a dim space, and in the brightly lit HCL studio. Nora cycles through movements that are large, expansive, direct, and carve through space into movements that contract and focus inward.
The kind of work that I make today looks really, really different than what I did in that HCL residency, but even so, I can feel the influence of having had that time. It was like my first residency experience pretty early on in my trajectory of making my work. And also, you know, the way these things work is like, it's easier to access a future opportunity once you've had a first one. And so I do think that just having been a resident at HCL supported me in being able to access future residency or grant or support opportunities.
Digital video renderings show a glowing body swiping and flowing against a bright yet calm lavender background, a highly distorted black-colored outline of a body glitching as it circles around itself against the strobing blue mitochondrial background, and a black cloud with faint pink edges penetrating a light gray screen before enveloping the screen entirely.
I feel like I can look at the HCL residency time as this pivot point, exploring a lot with experimentation, exploring a lot with abstraction, getting into the studio and nerding out and being a weirdo with people and creating permission for one's own curiosities and inclinations and learning how to be in creative process in the first place in a sustained way.
The video ends with the black HCL logo set against a bright pink circle with a neon blue sunspot, and cradled by black text that reads, "Celebrating 15 years." Credits in black text, featuring video and audio from Vaudeo Motion, Nora Sharp, Ben Baker-Smith, and Evan Call. Video by On the Reel Film. Weblink, highconceptlabs.org/15 years.